Good day everyone, warTorn here, but not at the Cliffside Bunker today. Rather, welcome to my humble abode, the Badlands here in Caledon, Ontario. I swore I would never make a video on YouTube, but that being said, here I am. The only reason for the video today is to show you the tools that I use to create the perfect seats for the magnets that I've included in the set of flight stands that I've made available. So the only tool that I use different, you've seen everybody use a drill press, or lots of people use drill presses, jigs, what have you, to make holes in their planes. Now, what I actually do differently is I don't actually make holes in my planes. I actually just create a flat spot on the fuselage, right? That was a rounded belly once upon a time, and that's just perfectly flat now. That wasn't done with a file, right? Here's another one. Haven't deburred it yet, but there's another one, right? Perfectly flat. It's not a hole. All it is I shade the fuselage down, the rounded part of the plane, with this. This is an end mill bit. This end mill bit has a flat cutting tip. It looks like a drill bit, but it's not. It's called an end mill. Now, what it's used for is shaping, tooling, and cutting metal, plastic, and other material. And what you need is an actual hobby drill press, because I wouldn't dare try to freehand that because it doesn't have the point. It won't self-center. It'll wander all over the place. So what I've done is I build the jig, put in a stopper block back here so that every time I load up a plane, all I do is I slide it to that stopper block, right? I've already set this up, create the depth, set the depth. And then every time this comes down, it comes down in the exact same spot, creates that flat spot on the belly of the plane, on the rounded fuselage, and on we go. I do all the ones that are shaped like that. I know it can be a bit of a tedious task, or it would seem like it's a bit of a tedious task, setting up this jig, however many different planes there are in the game, different sculpts. But I think I would rather do that tedious task than try to freehand over 250 holes, including the carriers, trying to get these magnets in there. It's a lot less stressful doing this. I know it's more tedious, but it's less stressful than trying to freehand all those different holes. I would rather spend the time doing this rather than spend the time trying to freehand all those different holes, aiming, what have you. I know some other guys have put holes in their fingers, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of use the drill press. Now for the aircraft carriers, it's a lot of the same thing. All I do is I set up the jig, right? Stopper block and stopper block. So I put it in, slide it over to this stopper block, and it makes that hole there to my right. And then I slide it over to this side, hit that stopper block, and it makes that hole on the left every single time, right? Grab another carrier, do the same thing. Load it up. Hit this stopper block, drill that hole, slide it over, hit that stopper block, hit that stopper block, drill that hole. Right? Again, setting the depth, that's a lot less stressful than trying to freehand all those holes. The end mill is the only tool that I haven't seen anyone else make a video on, and that's the tool that I've been using for about 15 years, magnetizing my carriers, my planes, and friends' carriers and planes. So it takes no time at all doing a full set of planes and carriers. You'd be very surprised if you were to get this set up. Now end mills, they can be as cheap as $10. All that is the 1/8 end mill. That is a little bit bigger than the 3 mil magnets that I currently provide in the kit of flight stands that I've made available. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a shorty. I wasn't going to show you any kind of drilling because that horse has been beaten already. So everyone, hope you enjoyed. This is going to be one of very, very few videos coming from me. This might actually be the only one that I ever make. So guys, I can't thank you enough for the support for these flight stands. Half of them are already gone. That means there's only 30 more of you out there that these will be available to. Now, second run, that might be a maybe. It might be a maybe not. I know James from I Will Never Grow Up has made the flight stands that FMG originally released. I'm not sure about the feedback that he's been getting for those, but I like them. The only reason why we made flight stands is because they weren't readily made available on the market. Also, we thought we made a more superior flight stand with the clear acrylic. I know it may seem cheap, but you can see through G.I. Joe's videos, Big E's videos, how the acrylic just makes the planes look like they're floating, and we love that. So guys, again, I can't thank you enough for the support, and we hope to see you out there rolling some dice one day. Cheers for now. Enjoy the day.